Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. Weddings across the country have had to be postponed or canceled. Well, here with some help and for your special day is Dominique and Heather here for us. And Dominique, I have on my tuxedo jacket
You look great.
because I spent money on this, not for a wedding or anything,
Right.
but there are a lot of people out there who have gone and got the dresses, have gotten the tuxedos, have gotten all the stuff. And then we find out they're not going to be able to have their wedding for a couple of different reasons.
Right.
You've come to the rescue for them, haven't you?
We're doing the best we can. So what had happened was we do a bridal show twice a year in Scottsdale, and it's a Scottsdale Bridal Expo. And we had one scheduled, which we also had to reschedule with everything that's been going on. And we started to get contacted by brides who have had to cancel their weddings. Losing their vendors, some cases losing their deposits. There's some vendors that are out of business, and there's a big scramble going on out there, and we weren't really aware of it until we started getting contacted.
Yeah.
Came up with an answer as best we could, which is to put anybody who has had these problems with their wedding in touch with our vendors that we've had over the last 8 years now.
Yeah,
Match them up.
That's why going to the bridal show is kind of important, because you guys have looked at the vendors, the ones that you pick, you know that are reliable and have been doing it for years. And I think sometimes as we start to get into social media and the fly-by-night, people who want to be those wedding planners and stuff like that, right. Again, people put money down for them because they thought they were cheaper, right. And they lost them. So that's great that you've gone through your vendors to say, hey, listen, who's open, who's available, what you're doing. And so it's great.
That's the idea. It's really odd how we find out how much people actually need. It's more than just a tuxedo jacket or a cake or even a limo or anything. In particular, and we'll introduce Heather Usher, who's here. She's one of our featured vendors as well. Hair seems to be one of the top 2 or 3 items, and they're also one of the top 2 or 3 that have been lost over the last couple of months.
Yeah. So Heather, what have you been seeing as people are trying to have their weddings in different ways?
It's a lot of panic, but they have, hey, they've just contacted me. What am I going to do about my deposit? Can I get it back? I've just been trying to work with them, and hey, your deposit isn't lost. I'm going to keep that in place for you. So you just contact me whenever you get a new date, because I know it's probably going to be pushed a few times, and if it's pushed into next year, I'm going to make sure that they're a priority.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to lose money. I totally, I sympathize with them, because this is their biggest day.
Right.
So I love what they're doing, and I've been trying to do that all year. Once I started getting all those texts, I'm like, oh no, 5 of my weddings canceled in a week, and I just tried to let them know it's okay. I'll keep those deposits
Right.
for you, so you're not losing.
Yeah, but you're also asking them, listen, if you are going to change your wedding date, and it's going on to really let you know, because you got to make the plans for them. And that's one thing you're also saying, that when they come to you, you kind of start to guide them through all this, because I'm starting to see Zoom weddings. Yes. I'm starting to see venues that are kind of neat, where the bride and the groom can come and they set up all the cameras for you to have your family there.
Right, and that is happening out there, and we're finding also that some of our vendors are morphing into other things. So we have a photography company, Carmichael Studios, who is actually not only going to do photography, they're also going to do elopements, where now that they found venues out in certain areas where you can actually have the whole family go socially distanced outside and hold their wedding there and try to package them together. Everybody in the industry is scrambling, but everyone's coming together to make it work.
Yeah, and I know I saw one vendor, and I think it's the popcorn one, that said, what we'll do is we'll send your family across the country a little popcorn, so when they're watching, you're all enjoying popcorn together and stuff. So that's kind of neat. They're doing fun stuff.
It is, and it's bringing out the creativity in all the vendors and everyone that's coming up with all these new ideas. It's interesting, but we are there to help, and we are there to, anybody who has their wedding rescheduled, needs vendors, can come to the show on August 2nd in Scottsdale, or come to the website today and register with us, and we can get them in touch with the proper vendors.
Right. What is the website?
ScottsdaleBridalExpo.com.
There you go, and we'll see you there.
Yes, I will be there.
All right, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.